Joshiebear plays Minecraft. What is going on, everyone? It is Joshiebear, and we are playing the Minecraft. Yes! So we're fresh off of this wonderfully effective slime farm. I've actually almost got a full double chest of slime balls, but wow, was that a grind. 2 episodes to get this thing done, but it was well worth it. And it's really got me thinking about what we want to do next, and I've got so many farm ideas in my head that I would love to build for our world to help us thrive, but I need a break from all of that. I've got to be honest with you, the grind of building these farms is really taking a toll out of me, and I thought, well, you know, I'm still invigorated to play. It's not like I'm gonna just stop playing. So what can we do to kind of pass some time, but also help us with our world? And I thought, you know, we've got a lot of projects that are functional, but not quite lovable. And by lovable, I mean not necessarily looking the greatest. So I think we're going to spend today just assessing the area and trying to see if we can beautify any or all of our, I guess, mostly finished projects. Yes, I'm definitely looking at you, Iron Farm. It's so nice to sit in this chair. I feel like I've been on my feet for months. Well, maybe not months. And at the risk of repeating myself, we have worked very hard over the last few episodes on some very big projects in our world. I don't think we've really taken a break in the last 3 or 4 episodes from, very labor-intensive builds. But there's always work to be done, and beautifications to be made. Working on this project really got me thinking. We've done a lot of big projects here recently. We've really grinded to get some really useful farms together. But what have we really done to make everything else look nice? Let's face it, we have a lot of projects that we've done, but not really finished to completion. I mean, just take a look at all the things we have just sitting around. Ugly. 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 This. Ugly. 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 I think I literally just repeated myself 3 times in 3 separate recordings. I'm not sure if I'm fishing for compliments or sympathy, but enough talk. It's time for a time lapse. Well, I think that looks much, much better than just a gaping hole in the side of a hill with some chests stuck in it. Yeah, I'm really kind of just did this on the fly. Didn't have a plan, but I knew I wanted to try to match this up a little bit with some of what we had over here for the villagers, and I really like how this turned out. Now, of course, there's always a few things that we could do further to make this look even better. But I think this definitely cleans it up. I still have a little bit of an access way to the back here, and I'll put some doors on that. But this allows me to get in here, get up here, and which was a good thing because I actually had to come in here and fix the sorting system while I was working on it. It broke itself a little bit with all the melons that we've been getting. But yeah, really like how this turned out. With that out of the way, I think now it's time to tackle the storage area. I have no idea why I said it that way. It's certainly not perfect, but I think we've done a pretty good job here in cleaning up the area that is or was the aftermath of installing the sorting system and storage area. This part looks very much the same. There wasn't really a lot that we wanted to do in here. We'll get to the walls later, but it was really just the fact that all of the insides were just sticking out, and it just looked like we ripped out part of the mountain, and we've gone ahead and filled all that in. So it looks like it's really into the landscape, and even with the ugly cobblestone railway that we've put up to the villager breeder, it actually cleans that up and makes that look like it fits in a little bit better, at least through there. It's not a permanent fixture, and eventually it'll all be coming down. And oh, we have a zombie friend. Where did you come from? Doesn't matter. You're now gone. We better come in here and fix that. I can't imagine he would have come from back here unless Okay, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to figure out the lighting in here a little bit better. But yeah, oh, maybe it's from up here. Is it from up there? I bet it is. We're going to have to check that out. And I can't believe I missed that. Huh. Well, we'll fill that in and move on to our next project, I guess. We didn't do a complete overhaul of this farm, but I would say these small changes have made a world of difference for the manual tree farm that he literally just spawned right there. I think everybody just saw that. We've got to check out what he's got. You have nothing. You've got jungle, kelp. You got no. Why? You would think if he's going to miraculously spawn like that, it would be for something good. But anyway, yeah, we made some really small changes. Nothing different from what we've been doing around the pathways and around the main area of our, I guess we'll call it base for now. But just some fences, some bushes, put up some lanterns instead of the torches, and kind of elevate them a little bit. I wasn't sure that was going to work all that well, but I think it's fine. And dug out the area around it a little bit, so that way it's like it's its own area, and it's been placed here. Yes, I did notice that the front of this is actually off center by 1 block. That's because of how the collection is run, and I'm gonna have to just live with it. So this project finished. The beautification continues, and I figured I would stop with the time lapses here for a little bit because I wanted to, just get down and work on some things that have just kind of sat and need some attention, but may not be always all that visible. And the first thing I want to show you is, you can already see that we've done some major upgrades down here in this little, I guess, pre-basement. Is it? Yeah, it's like the airlock for the basement. But yeah, just kind of threw this together, and I really liked how this turned out. Swapped out the torches for the lanterns. I know not all the walls match. We kind of had to make some concessions here because of our drop shaft for the mine down there. But yeah, really happy with how this area turned out, and I even went as far as upgrading the stairway a little bit. Yeah, I think it's a good look. I think it's a really nice look. What do you think? Well, it's a perfect time of day to get ready to show you the next improvement that we've tried to make here, and you probably don't see it on this side because really we haven't done anything on this side. But what you do see are torches. Torches everywhere. And that's another thing I kind of want to start looking at as far as making the area look a little bit better. And as the sun goes down, we'll pop over here, and you'll see that I've started to do that, at least in little sections. And I'm curious as to how well it gets lit up. Now, the way they're spaced out, I do believe the lowest light level we have right now is 8. So that's going to prevent mob spawning. But this is going to be a work in progress. This is a lot of pumpkins and leaf blocks. I may try to use some carpet as well, just to kind of break it up, because it's going to look very, very patterny. And I don't necessarily want it to do that. But I did want to start getting rid of all the torches that we just have spammed all over the place. I know that we're going to have torches spammed in new areas that we come to. Ooh, come here. I'm looking right at you. Come on. Oh. Where'd you go? Oh, yeah, come on. I heard him. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Die. Ooh, I got 3 of them that time. Anyway, small little distraction. But we can already see that the land, just in that little area, looks a little bit better. It looks a little cleaner. I think some random carpets on top of some of those leaf blocks will help break it up just a little bit more. But yeah, we're really starting to see this place transform a little bit more. So now that I've shown off everything else that I've tried to beautify, just one thing I wanted to show you here. And ooh, I forgot to cover this up with the leaf block there. Why don't we just go ahead and do that? And then we'll go ahead and do a little bit of this. Yeah. Anyway, so before I get a little bit more into maybe this monstrosity, I did have to come over here and set myself up a little temporary vine farm. I figured I'd keep the ugly stuff over with the ugly stuff for right now, since this area isn't necessarily totally finished yet. But it is slowly growing me vines because I'd like to have some mossy stone bricks and some mossy cobblestone to incorporate into the iron farm here. Because really what we need to do to make this beautiful, or at least make it not look so not beautiful. I don't even know if beautiful is the word for it, but we need to get this a little more enclosed, and then we need to make this front area enclosed, so that way it's a proper, I guess a proper AFK area. And, oh, that iron golem did not want to go down there. I saw him jumping up and down there for a while. Kind of distracted me. But I want to make this area a little more enclosed. So that way I can just come in here, hang out, let the iron farm do its thing, and not worry about dying. Right now, I'm actually bringing dirt with me and kind of just closing myself off in dirt and walking away onto AFK. And I'd like it to be, a structure, and this stuff isn't looking all that great right now, so we're going to figure that out, maybe in this episode. You know how I just said that we might get to this in this episode? Well, I lied. I made an executive decision to forego the iron farm for now because there's a lot of work that needs to go into the sorting system to get it a little more effective and routed a little bit better before we actually enclose everything permanently. So I decided to come over here and finish up our storage area, and I like it. It's not, I don't think it's going to wow anyone, but it definitely looks better than just the open chain of chests and hoppers and then just the stone wall here. I don't think I'm done with this side yet. I think we can work in some stairs, maybe some fence posts, maybe even fence gates and trap doors to kind of break it up, give it a little bit of depth, a little bit of variety, which, you can add in some mossy stone brick and it's still just a stone wall. But I thought this would be a good way to finish up our day of, I don't know, is this spring cleaning still? It's almost summer. But making the place look a little bit better. Sometimes these little projects they don't seem like much. But when you look at the effect that they've had overall on the base, especially today, we accomplished quite a bit. I know, I say those exact words almost every episode, because I don't have any other way to say it, because my vocabulary is that small. But think about it, we made the base a little bit more friendly to the eyes, and we didn't bog ourselves down with this hours-long grind to get some kind of farm together. Sometimes it's these little projects that give us the motivation to move on to our next big project. And after today, I'm definitely feeling motivated for the next project. No, we didn't get everything done today we wanted to do, but I can walk around the area and feel good about the things that we've built. But that's all the time we've got for today. Next episode, I'm not 100% sure what kind of project we're going to get into, because it's time for a new project. But I'm sure it's going to be something, and I'm sure it's going to be fun, because, well, what's more fun than watching me mess up a project? As always, if you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button, and for heaven's sake, hit the subscribe button. What's stopping you? Turn on notifications, find out when new videos are posted, because, well, you can't check YouTube every day. Well, you could, but... Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and follow me on Twitch. Joshiebear Plays. I'm moving the camera around. I don't know how to keep my hand off the mouse, see? Join me each and every weekend where we grind and beautify. Basically, it's this episode, but over the course of a couple hours. It's a good time. Come join us. Please join us. Alright, enough chat. I'm Joshiebear. I'll see you next time.